Okay guys, welcome back to the channel and to this review video for Greenstuff World's Colorshift metal colours. This stuff is fantastic. I've already used it quite a few times on various bits and pieces that you might have seen on the channel. For example, the Toxic Purple I've used on the Dark Eldar stuff, and you've probably seen the Imperial Knights done in the Nebula Copper. There is a lot of application that you can do with these. Very cool colours. So each of these sets is available and you get 6 specific colours in each of these sets. So we'll just flip them over. So in this one we get Toxic Purple. I've actually run out of this one because I've used it all because it was so good, and it kind of flips between a greeny blue and then purple in the middle. Nebula Copper flips between sort of a red and an orange. Celestial Azure is a blue to purple. Psychotic Illusions is kind of green to blue, and Burning Gold is kind of red to yellow. All very nice colours. Cobalt Blue, very deep rich blue as well. This one's a little harder to see because the tone doesn't change quite as much on this one, but it is a very nice deep rich blue as well. And then in here we've got the Martian Green, which is very nice. It comes out mainly green and flips to purple. Red Goblin comes out mainly red, I believe, but flips to green. And then the Tropical Green is a nice shade as well. Emerald, Mystic Gold and Storm Surge Green don't flip quite as much, but these ones in particular are the ones I'm going to show you. I'm probably going to show you Martian Green and Tropical Green, maybe Red Goblin, we'll see. Now, you can apply these with a brush. You probably don't want to. It is a lot better to go through an airbrush. You don't need to thin these down at all. The consistency of them is perfect for airbrush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray 2 models, and then we'll show you a whole host of other models which we've already done that you've probably seen on the channel, and show you what kind of effects you can get. So my compressor's already charged up. We're going to go first of all with let's go with the Martian Green. Now, these are the bottles, you get them in drop bottles. Now this does look purple, this one. Some of the others look almost white. So for example, this is Storm Surge Green. It's almost white, but don't worry, when it applies over black, it works very well. Now you do need to use gloss black. I didn't have gloss black, but I did have some shiny-ish black. I think this was satin. So bear in mind that you can get a better result with an entirely gloss model. But it does take about 3 to 4 coats to get this done correctly. So we'll just fill the airbrush up. Now, just want to show you there, it sprays out purple. But over black, it becomes green. So I'm going to do a little blast at this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that dry for a minute or two, because when you come back, you can see it flipping there. It's really hard to actually get the flip on camera, but it comes out very nice. So we'll let that dry for a few minutes and then we'll give it another coat. So here you go, you can see here, again it's really hard to catch it on camera, but you can see there that shoulder pad up here looks purple, and of course as you rotate it. But this has had 3 or 4 coats now, very thin coats, but you can see the purple definitely flipping in and out there. So very cool. Of course you can actually combine different colours, so if you were to spray over the top with Toxic Purple for example, you get a nice blend as well. But I'm going to show you another colour now. I'm going to show you Tropical Green. I just realised I'm a bit zoomed in there. And again, we're just going to... Now this comes out white. You can't even see it on there. But... you can see there it's showing up quite gold. And again, like I said, it does take several coats. So this one's turned out very, very yellowy green, tropical green in fact, and it does flip a little bit to red on the edges rather than purple. So we're going to show you Nebula Copper on this one, and this is kind of a purple to pink tint, or orangey pink. And again, this will take a few coats to get on because it does need several thin coats. You can just about see the shine coming through there. So we'll let that dry and we'll keep applying a couple of thin coats. So here we go guys, here is 3. This one is the Nebula Copper, which flips between red and yellow. Again, it's quite hard to see on the camera here, but we'll show you some models that I've finished up in it. This one is the green one, which flips between red and green. And then this one was the alien green, which flips between green and purple. Very, very cool paints, very, very easy to use, and comes out very, very nice as well. So let's have a look at some models that I've actually finished up using these, and we've got some Griffhounds of Lucy's, which we can show you most of the colours on as well. So here is a selection of some of the models that are finished up using the paints. If you've seen the Daughters of Cain, I've done the snakes. I did some of them purple and some of them green, but with Marathi. I've actually blended the green over the purple, so you can see here the toxic purple in the middle there, and then at the edges, going around each side, I've actually got the alien green. So really, really cool. You'll notice on our underbelly here as well, that is the same colour. It's toxic purple sprayed over white. And you can see it does come out a little bit purple, but very pale, and you don't get the flip, but you do get a very pearlescent feel to it. So that was a nice effect. This Knight is done in the Nebula Copper, and you can see over the top here actually it looks quite golden, and then it fades down into red, and the same on the top of his shell. And then we've got the Griffhounds down here, so you can see the toxic purple flipping between the green here, and we've got different colours on each of the Griffhounds as well. So there's like Celestial Azure. This top bit is Cobalt Blue. I think this one is Cobalt Blue as well. But some very nice colours. I think this was the golden one. I can't remember the name of it. And then we've got the toxic purple on the Raider here, and you can see if I move the camera, it's green along here until you move back and forth. But yeah, some very, very cool effects can be getting with these, and of course they look tremendous on the table. The snakes and the Griffhounds in particular, and the Knight looks really, really imposing. The whole fleet of Dark Eldar, when I field them using the flip paint, looks absolutely fantastic. So massive shout out to Greenstuff World for sending this over for me to have a few goes at, and go and check them out. They have very, very cool paints indeed.